my channel, Halloween Happy, where Halloween is more than just once a year. If this is your first time checking out my channel, thank you so much for taking the time to do so. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Sam. I'm a Halloween lifestyle vlogger, just trying to live a spooky little life. Here we do hauls, we do vlogs, all sorts of Halloween things, so subscribe if you want to stick around and join the rest of the Halloween Happy friends. I've been having a few messages with questions about Salem related, personal questions, and so I thought I would go ahead and do an updated Q&A, especially for any of the new people that have joined us recently. But first, I definitely want to give a shout out to today's sponsor. Shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they're always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you, and it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. Class topics include illustration, graphic design, photography, animation, film and video, web development, crafts, and so many more. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. I recommend checking out Drawing as Self-Discovery 5 Ways to Start with illustrator and writer Mari Andrew. It's like journaling, but you get to be more creative. Most classes are under 60 minutes with short lessons to fit any schedule. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Before we get in the Q&A, guys, I just wanted to do a little house cleaning, a little updating you on what's going on in my little life. If you haven't catched the last live stream that I did, it was a few days ago. It's posted on my channel. Anytime I go live, I kind of just do it randomly. I want to still keep in touch with you guys. You know that I'm like in the process of reorganizing this office, and I just want to feel good about it, and then that way I can start filming videos again and I don't have to worry about it. Also wanted to let you guys know that, well, first off, if you didn't know, a few years ago I had a podcast that I hosted by myself, which was called Hanging with Halloween Happy. I loved it so much. I miss doing it all the time. I thought about starting a podcast again. I do another horror themed podcast with Joe, who is my boyfriend, and then also our friends Todd and Steve. So I will link it down below. We review horror movies, we talk about horror news, interviews with horror celebs. So now I wanted to announce that I started an additional podcast with my friend Michelle. It's called Let's Not. I'm going to put the link down below. I hope you guys check it out. Just released our first episode. By the time you see this video, our episode 2 will be going up this week. Such great feedback, and it means so much to us. I've been so excited to share this with you guys. And it's just, you know, we're two former coworkers who decided to take our unprofessional conversations elsewhere, and that's on this podcast. Plan on talking about life lessons that we've learned, personal experiences. We also want to discuss pop culture, maybe some like headlines, and just whatever we want to talk about. So you can give it a listen if you'd like, if you want to hear more of my thoughts. Okay, so let's get into this Q&A. I feel like I'm so hyper. My second COVID shot yesterday, and I'm also on my period, so I'm just feeling all sorts of ways. I posted this a few days ago, and I ran out of time to check it, so all of the questions were already gone for the day, so I had to repost it. Even if you submitted a question the first round, thank you. If you submitted a question the second round, thank you. And if you did both rounds, thank you so much. First question, aside from your dogs, what other pets have you had? Oh my goodness, I've had so many pets. I love animals so much. If there's anything that I love as much as Halloween, it's animals. So I've had dogs, I've had cats, I've had fish, I've had birds. The most recent non-dog cat animal that I've had were pet rats. If you started watching me a few years ago, I had pet rats. I would always rescue them from the Humane Society that I worked at and just gave them a good life for the little years that they had left. They do not live long enough, and I can't wait until we are not in our apartment to where I can have other animals. I tell Joe that all the time. I'm like, we're gonna have rats, we're gonna have guinea pigs, we're gonna have birds, and I would love to have a snake. I would love to have a tarantula. I've looked into what kind of responsibilities come with tarantulas. I love animals so much. How do you get collabs with companies? Do they approach you or you approach them? I feel like I don't do too many collabs. I would love to do more. I want to get some things in order before I start reaching out to people, but there's plenty of websites that you can sign up for that content creators are part of, and you can put like your stats. Usually the companies will go to these people to then see if there's anyone that they want to work with. Smaller businesses, I reach out to them and see if they want to partner up. If there's someone you're wanting to work with, just message them, get your stats to them, let them know what you're thinking. You need to bring all the info to the table if you're going to ask them, if that makes sense, like what you're thinking. That way they can just kind of decide if it's going to be a yes or no. Sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't. It's not the end of the world. Don't ever get discouraged by that. The worst thing they can say is no. So asked, what is your ultimate dream job you can do every day with happiness? Love you, Ghoul. Love you too, Ghoul. Thank you so much for the questions. I have so many dream jobs, you guys. I would love to have my own business, obviously have it Halloween themed. I would love to continue to create content, continue to share my life with people. I would love to make products and design products. I would love to have my own show of where I'm visiting different spooky places. I would love to host all of those pumpkin decorating shows. I would love to be a host for one of those shows so much. I can just see it in my head. I just need ABC and HGTV and all of these networks to see that I got the pizzazz to host a Halloween show. Just anything Halloween related, honestly. I would love to be some kind of consultant or Halloween shopper for different companies. And I'm only using this because it's a big company, but say for instance, when Target has their Halloween line, I would love to be a shopper for Halloween merchandise. I would love to do like Halloween merchandising. I would love to do Halloween set decorating, just anything that is creative in the Halloween industry. I would love that so much. What is your typical daily routine? Have you added anything new recently? Okay, so my typical day routine, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be totally honest, it's gone downhill. Slowly picking it back up. We're slowly getting things back together. My daily routine is waking up. I started working out again. I'm really forcing myself. I hate it so much. Like, I've never hated working out more than I do currently right now. Just to like at least get my body moving, because since I work at home, I rarely leave my desk chair except for to walk Raven around, you know? Like, it's just, I'm sitting down all day. Usually I will check my email just to see if there's anything I need to get back to right away. I have a full-time job, so I focus on that. You know, currently right now, my real daily routine is stressing and worrying about nothing. It makes no sense. And then 5 hours passes by. My hope for a routine would be waking up, working out, getting back into meditating. I'm trying to get better. Like, I'll just sit at my desk and worry away and stress away. So I'm good if I can take a shower, and I'm good if I can clock in some hours and do some work for my job. And then in the evening time, Joe and I will eat dinner and we'll try to catch up on some of our TV shows. And then he goes to work and I go to bed. It's not a fun routine, is it? As a Sagittarius myself, do you hold grudges often? For how long? LOL. I'm getting better. I used to think if I hold a grudge and let this person know that they did me wrong, it's really gonna show them. They're really gonna know how bad they hurt me. It's not good on your soul. It's not good on your mental health. I've been trying to come from a place of love instead of a place of fear, if that makes sense. Just getting better about communicating my feelings, my thoughts, instead of just holding it in, thinking that my grudge is really gonna make a difference. I can forgive you, but I'm not gonna let that happen again. I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to do me wrong again. Tierney, you're so funny. Okay, so Tierney had sent me something and I thought I was all caught up on the Halloween Happy Friend mail. I wasn't. There was a bag on top of some of my shelves while I've been moving things around. I did find your package. Thank you so much. I have not opened it yet. How did you and Joe meet and how long have you been dating? I never know if I should bring Joe into things or not here, or if I should just keep it Halloween, because it's all about me, okay? But we actually met through YouTube. Been dating a few years. I feel like it's so different because it was long distance for a little bit. He had a horror YouTube channel, I had a Halloween. We all had mutual friends, like a lot of the people who started around the same time. Joe was doing his thing, I was doing my thing, and then we became friends, still doing his thing, still doing my thing, and then we started dating. Favorite part of fall? I would say the weather, because it makes everything so much better. The weather is so beautiful, it's so fresh and so dewy and so, oh, it's just lovely. You have the orange and yellow and red leaves. Usually it's like a little rainy, a little damp. Fall fashion is my favorite. I really hate dressing every other season except for fall. I hate it. How is the t-shirt storage working out? Link to the drawers. I will do my best to link to the drawers. So far it's working out fine. I still have some shirts that I need to go through. I kind of left it where you guys last saw it on my Insta stories. When did you get comfortable enough to make your whole life Halloween all year? I feel like it kind of happened easy, I guess, because I would throw Halloween parties every year back in Kansas, where I'm originally from. This is all I would do all year, you guys. I would just look at Halloween stuff, get Halloween ideas, plan my costume, plan food list, plan playlist, plan decor. Each room I would do a theme. I would just plan all of this all year. Friends just started knowing me as the Halloween girl, and then they would just always ask me about the Halloween party, how it was going, how they were excited. I would bring Halloween decor in my bedroom, just kind of gradually overtook, maybe like 15 years ago. And just like at work, people always thought it was weird, but I'm like, if it makes you happy, what's the problem? Any makeover soon and dyeing your hair? Going bald maybe. I have a hair appointment in June. Putting it off just because I haven't decided on my hair, so that's why nothing's changed. I really want to cut it like super short. I probably won't, just because I don't really look that great with short hair. A little shorter, I guess. Coloring it orange again, maybe like an apricot peachy orange color. Maybe like darker blonde, or do some browns to it just to kind of break it up, because they had to lighten it pretty much when I did the last orange and yellow hair colors. Christmas or Thanksgiving? I would definitely say Christmas. I love Christmas. I love Christmas decor. I love Christmas music. I love Christmas fragrances. I love Christmas baking. I just love the spirit of Christmas so, so much. And plus my birthday's in December, so it's a really fun month. What is your favorite Halloween item? Would you ever get more tattoos? Yes, I would get more tattoos. I just can't decide on the style. I thought about getting a tattoo to deal with something about my dog that passed away a few years ago, Denali, and then I would also love to incorporate something with my mom too, because I just can't ever make up my mind. Favorite Halloween item? Okay, I'll show you this because I was just recently talking to someone about it, but it's kind of hard to see. Light up sign that says Happy Halloween. I love this sign so much. It's orange, it's perfect, it lights up. Things that I can transition with other Halloween decor, if that makes sense. Anything like a light up sign I love. And I also love my Halloween trees that I have. Favorite witch? This is also a really tough question. For right now, since I've been on a kick of watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the TV show of course, I'm gonna go with Sabrina, Melissa Joan Hart. She's just funny, she's quirky, she's trying to figure out life, and I feel like I can relate to that. Even though I'm older, I feel like my life should be figured out. But it's not always so simple. Would you ever leave Salem? Living in Salem is so expensive, especially if you were to buy a house here. Always looking online just to kind of see and compare, and there's other towns that I'm looking at. Like, we're not trying to buy a house anytime soon, but if that time comes, I kind of want to be familiar with what's out there. If we could find something here in Salem, that would be amazing. I wish I could find a house here in Salem that just had trees all around it. You couldn't see the neighbors. Even if they're just right there, I just want trees to be everywhere just so I can have like a little private backyard. I'll never say never, just because I don't know where life will take me, but I'm open to all sorts of possibilities. And plus, if we were to leave, we can always just drive here every weekend or every few weekends when we wanted to come visit. When is the new merch finally coming out? I don't know. I mean, I would love to have some stuff come out this Halloween, this October season, this Halloween season. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Do you have an exercise routine? Can we see it? And I kind of touched base on that. So far, it's just a few days of working out, nothing too crazy. I just want to move my body, especially since I work from at home. Iced coffee forever or hot coffee forever? Oh my gosh, that's tough. I'd probably say iced coffee forever, I think. Any fun challenges in the future? My 100 Days of Halloween Happy Photo Challenge will be coming up soon. Update on your gorgeous planners. Hoping that at the end of the year, I'll have them for sale to where you'll have them at the beginning of the year. Marriage? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Are you guys house hunting? Not house hunting, but we're house browsing, window shopping. Oh, so on your live the other day, you said you probably weren't going to have kids, LOL. Oh, why? My mom raised me and my brother as a single mom. It was very hard for her. She had to balance so much, work so many jobs just to support us and herself. And growing up, I saw how stressful that was for her, and I felt so bad. And it just seemed like so much. Every now and then I'll think about, like, what if I did have kids? If I had already had kids, what would they be like? What would their names be? What would they be into? But I also thought about doing Big Brother and Big Sisters because I had a big sister and I've always wanted to talk about her on my channel and just make a video of how she impacted my life. Like, I get so emotional thinking about her. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I have so much stress and anxiety that I would wonder about my kid all the time. If anyone bullies my kid, you better watch out. I would be so protective over them. Is it because of how I grew up? Is it my environment? Is it me? Like, what is it, you know? And also, real quick, someone wanted to know my coffee order. Usually at home, it's just the blonde roast cold brew from Starbucks. It's so good. And then the oat milk creamer and the flavor of caramel. It's really good. If we do go to Starbucks, usually I'll just get cold brew with a splash of almond milk or oat milk. Then I've also been loving their brown sugar shaken espresso, I believe. I feel like it's one of their most popular drinks right now. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for this Q&A. I appreciate you guys submitting your questions over on my Instagram. Don't forget to check out my new podcast that I host with my friend Michelle. It's called Let's Not. And if you want more of the spookier side of life, more of the horror side of life, definitely check out my other podcast that I host with Joe, Steve, and Todd, the Horror Squad podcast. I'll link everything down below. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know how your week is. Summerween right around the corner. I'm excited to be out in the sun. I'm just ready. I'm ready for the sunshine. The outdoorsy sun, I guess, even though usually I hate the sun. I'll embrace it. I'll embrace it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I hope this video finds you having a Halloween happy kind of day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!